So as long as I've been putting it off because I know of all of the work that it's going to involve, we are going to install these Origin 75mm fenders. But first, we must open up the box that contains my new S13 body kit. Of course, I made the decision to go with KBD because I don't want to have to deal with destroying fiberglass bumpers and side skirts. Overall, it just makes the most sense to go with KBD because of its polyurethane flexibility. I can run into stuff and not have to worry about repairing fiberglass. And instead of spending thousands of dollars on replacement body parts, we can spend thousands of dollars on tires. And before you guys all start thinking that I am sponsored by KBD, no, I am not. And to be honest, I have heard some iffy things about their quality. And now that I have their kit in my possession, I'll be able to give you guys a complete 100% honest review on it. And it's pretty funny considering that the front bumper, side skirts, and rear bumper fit all in this little box. Just for size comparison. Yeah, look at that. That's pretty crazy that they ship it out like this, in all honesty. I mean, look at this. The parts are basically wanting to bulge out of the box. So let's go ahead and open it up. All right, this is just ridiculous how they fit everything in here. But I guess that's the beauty of polyurethane. I don't even know what I can take out first. Looks like this is the rear bumper. This is the front bumper. And last but not least, the side skirts. 1 and 2. Now KBD does recommend that as soon as you receive shipment of whatever it is that you ordered from them, that you place it in direct sunlight or in a heated paint booth. And because we live in bright and sunny Florida, I'll go ahead and set this stuff up in the driveway to let it go back to its proper form. So while the body kit absorbs the sunlight, Drift Dad and I will go ahead and begin work on those fenders. You don't like fiberglass, do you?
Not when you wreck it.
Because then you have to fix it.
Yeah, that's much better.
Well, for now, we don't know how nicely it's gonna fit. And I told everyone I was gonna give them an honest review of it.
Hey, at least it's made in the USA right there. Look at that. Jacked up the cars, took the wheels off, and now we're trying to get that fender fitted. So just trying to make sure we don't mess something up like sometime we might be prone to. So Alan, what are you doing down there?
I'm gonna take the Dremel and figure out where I need to make a cut. It seems like if you come here for a second, you can see it for yourself. There's material, excess material right there. That doesn't allow the fender to like kind of sit flush with that body line. So I think I have to trim in a little bit there and down so that it makes it line up appropriately. And then same thing with on the bottom here, there's a lip that doesn't allow the fender to sit up against where I'm supposed to bolt it up to. So dremeling that stuff off should help.
You know, there's an old saying, at least in carpentry, measure twice, cut once, rather than measure once and cut twice.
Yeah. Well,
so I know it's kind of hard to measure, so you're eyeballing.
Yeah.
So eyeball it twice, and then we'll cut it once.
All right, first test fit after trimming a bunch down here. Seems like it's lining up pretty decently. The gap, I mean, there's gonna be a gap. Push this back a little bit more, over, back, a little more, like that. That doesn't look bad.
Now, dude, test the door, though.
Then if I open the door,
take.
Oh, crap.
That's what I mean.
So it has to be back more then.
Huh. What do we do?
We'll figure it out, I don't know.
Well, once you drill it and set it, you forget it. Yeah. Like the Ronco rotisserie. Set it and forget it.
Set it and forget it. So the reasoning why we took off the wheels so that you can get up underneath the car and mark with a pencil on the bottom side of the lip of the fender where it mounts to for your bolt holes. So I have one right here, another one right about here. You see I'm just kind of wiggling the pencil underneath to where it goes onto the fiberglass and leaves a nice circle. And then there are one more up here that you can't necessarily go through from the bottom, but I guess once we get these two, we can get it decently aligned. And then there are two on the back side of the door here. Okay, well here, hold it there and then I'll close this.
Oh, see.
Okay, well, so it can't be pushed in all the way. So I guess we won't mark those just yet, but we'll go ahead and drill through up there.
And what if I screw it up? Then you'll yell at me. So I want to yell at you. You drill. You drill. I'm not drilling. I don't know it's a setup.
You won't screw it up.
You mean like you're screwing it up right now?
Don't say that.
Voila. Let's just plasti dip it.
Yeah.
Why not? You used to plasti dip everything.
Yeah, used to. Key word right there.
So when we fastened it down, kind of got tight up here because the lip burned over.
The lip, at least how it was made, kind of had it, instead of flat out, bent up. So when you tighten these bolts down, it brings that lip down and then the fender over with it. So it's kind of butting up against the headlight there, and then on the back side of the door, it's kind of brought it up. And see, it's given us a little bit more of a gap that we don't necessarily want. But, I mean, if we play with it...
So, what'd you say it did? It did to that backside?
Yeah, it's exacerbated the problem.
He said exacerbates.
So now on the bottom side of the fender, I've gone ahead and marked where it's going to be mounted so we can drill through here. There are two 10mm bolt holes that hold the fender in place on the bottom side of the car. So we'll go ahead and drill through those. We're loosening up the fender now. The two holes that I have on the bottom were pretty well aligned. And now what we need to do is get the hole drilled for where a bolt goes through on the back side here. Now, because I can't get underneath it and have enough space to put the pencil in there to align the center of that hole, I've eyed it for now. And to be safe, what we can always do is just make the hole a little bit bigger than the size of the bolt so that we'll have enough room for it to be bolted down.
We just don't want to be exacerbating anymore, all right? I would hate to take any more off than that.
Yeah. So we slotted the hole with a Dremel just to give us that little bit of extra space.
Slotted?
Yeah. That's what you did, right?
I just kind of opened it up a little bit.
Yeah, you slotted it.
No, slotted is like...
Oh, you're right.
Way, just open it up.
Okay,
like
true.
From there to like that.
Gotcha. All right, so I think we do have it, at least the passenger side, bolted up. And for us junior mechanics that have never really done much body work, I think we got a pretty solid gap here. It might look like a lot on camera, but of course...
No, it actually doesn't.
It's going to be exacerbated too.
You said it again.
Well, because of the white paint on blue paint.
Yeah, really, it doesn't look bad.
It doesn't. And then the gap, I think this is what I'm most happy about.
Yeah.
Very minimal amount of gap. And because we still have those washers that hold the hood up a little bit, once we take those out, it'll fill that in perfectly. Yeah. It's awesome. Good job. Now we just got to do the same thing on the other side.
All right, no problem. All right, well, we got the driver's side fender on. Took a little bit long because there's a little bit more adjustments we had to do. Everything looks pretty good. I mean, the fitment here, and then the fitment on the sides. So, look real nice when we get them painted, huh, Alan?
Yeah. Who knows? It's fiberglass, and like you said, you know, you're probably going to take a lap out on it and then hit a cone, and then boom, fiberglass, gone. And then I get to laugh at you.
Chip off the old block, I guess in reverse, right?
Yeah. The KBD bumpers, they've been sitting out in the sun for the majority of the day. They do seem like they have taken back 100% of their original intended shape. So props to KBD for that. Although we aren't going to be getting to installing them tonight, I do think we might run into a little bit of issues. So just by looking at it, mocking it up like this, it does seem like it's going to be a little bit more difficult than I was hoping for it to initially be. From what I've read online, if you use the stock brackets and all of the stock mounting points, you shouldn't have to worry about any type of bumper sag or anything like that. Which to me is, you know, one of my major concerns, but maybe it's a trade-off for it being polyurethane material. But regardless, it's nice to finally know that we will be going this route of putting a body kit on it.
Alan did happen to play the, if I just had the original parts from the bumper, I hope we didn't throw them away, so he's kind of rationalizing his hoarding. Right, Alan?
Yeah. Well, I better have those stock parts that you told me to throw away.
Probably do, because you hoard everything.
I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, look at the other side of the garage. There's going to be something over there that'll fit, for sure.
So in the coming days, we will be tackling getting the KBD front bumper, side skirts, and rear bumper fitted to the car. If any of you guys have done this, and if you have any tips, please let me know, because I don't want to be struggling for hours on end trying to get it to fit, when I do know there are going to be some spots that might require a little bit of trimming. And with that said, that's gonna be it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for subscribing. I love all of you. Treat others the way you want to be treated. See you guys next time. Peace.